Action.
Hello everybody, welcome to our first educational video from Sprouts. I have two young little wonderful children here that are going to help today. We are doing an educational class on starting seeds. So why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Hi, my name is Justice, and I'm 9 years old, and I'm in Miss Berry's class.
And who is this little girl?
My name is Hannah, and I am 6 years old, and I am in first grade, and I'm in Miss Bryce's class.
Mrs. Bryce's class. So me and my children, Justice and Sienna, we've been talking a lot about the importance of growing a garden this year, and we think it's a really important thing. And this is something that you can do at home. It's a great activity to do with your kids, and we can take the kids all the way through the summer on starting seeds, growing a garden, picking produce, and it's a great family activity right now in this crazy world. So as our first educational video, the kids are here as they're going to be doing everything, and we encourage you guys, everybody that's watching this, to think about what things that you might be wanting to grow in a garden coming up and starting to plan. Just about this time of year, it is the great time of year to start seeds. So I'm gonna look at, we have a lot of seedlings started here at Sprouts. Let's look at all these different seedlings that we have going. Let's look at all these different things that we have coming from seed. In fact, here is Ruth is her name right here. You can see her seeding some stuff right now. So one little seed at a time, about 1 million different seeds going. So it is the time of year, like I said, that we get a lot of vegetables going. So this right here is a tray. You can use lots of different types of trays. So this is just a plastic tray. You can start seeds in lots of different things, from little clay pots to styrofoam cups are a great thing to start seeds in. But these are really convenient little plastic trays that have all these individual different compartments on. You'll see this flat doesn't have any holes in it. And the reason is that way the water won't leak out. And some different seedlings, sometimes you want to water from the bottom instead of the top on it. So, and this is what's called a clear plastic dome. So the dome, after we seed stuff, we're going to set that dome on top of the seedlings. And that will help keep them very humid to start with, and we'll give them in the perfect condition to start germinating. So the first thing we're going to do, you grab some seeds, grab some starting mix. Look at this. So let's show it in the camera. So this is what seed starting mix is. Guys, explain, how does that feel, the seed starting mix?
It feels like softness, and like it feels really soft and kind of itchy.
Kind of itchy.
And it's a little, it's rocky.
It's rocky, yeah. So to start seeds, a lot of, most seeds like a real fine soil mix. So this is what's called a seed starting mix. So it's really, really, really fine.
It's dirt.
It's dirt, it's soil. It's a type of soil that has what's called peat moss, some perlite in it, vermiculite, but very nice for starting seeds. You can start seeds in regular potting soil, but we highly recommend starting it in a seed starting mix because you're going to get better germination. All right, you guys ready to fill?
Yes.
Yay! And this is the fun part because we get our hands dirty. All right, so we're gonna fill this tray up with dirt. Get it big. You can even use your hands. Get in there. Alright. So, yeah, we're going to fill all of this full. Alright. Okay, keep filling.
You're the flattener, Justice.
Yeah, okay, we need a flattener. Here, maybe let's put it right over here and let's put the extra dirt. Let's scrape it off.
Yeah, but I don't want to get
I know. So is it a fun project to get in the dirt?
Yes.
Yeah. Dirt's clean.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is. This sort of dirt's clean. It's nice
It's
dirt.
called soil.
It's good dirt.
It's soil.
It's called
So we
soil.
call it a seedling mix. Okay. Okay. See how we have it all full?
Yeah.
It's all full. Okay. Let's move this dirt bin out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay, now what are we gonna do? Any ideas?
We're gonna put the seeds in.
How about let's water it first?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, who wants water? Okay, you ready? We're gonna get this soil. I recommend actually to get the soil wet first.
Yeah.
Here. There we go. Get the soil wet first before you seed. That way you're not washing your seeds out after. You want to get it, you don't want to get it too wet. Okay, go stick your finger in there and see if it's wet all the way through. Is it wet? Stick it all the way down.
Yeah.
Is it wet all the way through?
Yeah.
Okay, you want it, just that perfect wetness helps in germination. One thing I do recommend is don't push the soil down either. Just leave it nice and fluffy. Nice and fluffy. Is it nice and fluffy? Alright. Okay. Alright. So, let's get it just a little wetter. It looks like it could be just one little bit wetter. Whoa, alright. This is called a water wand. You see this? This is a water wand that we use to water. This one has a really, really fine head. Here, we'll watch it go.
There's some.
See how fine that water comes out? That's
There's some here too that you can buy.
Yeah, there is, but we don't want to wash the seeds out, and it's not like we want to spray the dirt out of here. We just want this really light water on here that's really soft on the soil, like a real gentle rain. So, all right. Okay, what do you guys think is the next project?
Put the seeds in.
Put the seeds in.
Yep.
All right.
Put the seeds in.
All right. We are planting. This is early girl tomatoes. Early girl.
I
This is a
love
pack of seeds.
tomatoes.
You like tomato, Justice? Do you like tomatoes?
Yeah.
What's the best thing about tomatoes?
Especially
Juice.
hamburgers.
You like tomato juice? What's your favorite
I like
thing?
them in BLTs.
Oh man,
And I like the
see.
juice of them.
Okay, put your hands out. We're gonna dump some seeds in. Okay.
I know.
Whoa, that's a lot of seed. Here, maybe I'm gonna take some seed out of your hand. Okay, now you're gonna have to be real delicate, and we want to put about 2 to 3 seeds in every little compartment. See the seeds, how they're yellow? Here, show them the seeds here in your hand. Okay, how about Sienna? You start on this side. Justice, you start on this side, and we're gonna start seeding. There's a seed. Look at how small that seed is. Okay, let's start seeding. Wow. So, every different seed takes a little bit different timing to germinate. Usually tomatoes, so germination is when the seed actually starts forming roots and you get your first leaves. That's called germination. So we're putting all our little seeds in. Here we have a fancy seeder. Here. This has a little vibration going on that helps us push the seeds out all and just one at a time to make it a little easier to control our seed. With a little bit of seeding, you can do it by hand, but when we do a lot, it's nice having this where it just vibrates seed down a channel. Okay. So for seeds to germinate, it requires certain things. Justice, any ideas what you think it takes for a seed to germinate?
Yeah, water.
Water, okay.
Sunlight.
Sometimes sunlight. Sunlight isn't actually required for a lot of seeds to germinate. So to grow things you need sunlight, but to germinate you need water. You need anything else?
Maybe I don't know.
How about soil? You
Yeah,
just put in
yeah,
there.
you need soil.
Yeah, soil. And 2 other things that really help in germination. One is humidity. So, and that keeps, when you get a lot of humidity right around a seed, that really helps the germination process. So it's kind of like water. Humidity is water. It's just water in that floats around in the air. So There we go. We're getting all these little seeds in here. Okay.
They're tiny.
So, and then the last thing that you need after humidity is
And only put one or
let's put 2 or 3 seeds in each. So after humidity, that we need heat. And the heat is, it's ideal to have 70-degree temperatures for your soil to germinate. In general, most seeds like it 70 degrees. So what did we say the things that it takes to germinate seeds? Do you guys remember?
Yeah. Soil, water, humidity, and 70 Fahrenheit.
70 degrees Fahrenheit. Yep, not Celsius, Fahrenheit. So
Not Celsius.
not Celsius, Fahrenheit. So okay, we don't want it 70 degrees Celsius. That would be crazy.
What if it was 70
Oh
degrees?
man, I don't even know. That's a great question to ask. What is 70 degrees Celsius? What temperature is that Fahrenheit? I don't know. So we're almost getting done seeding here. So
it's hard.
it is hard. It's a little time consuming. We're getting seeds all set out here. Okay. So, and now there's all sorts of different things that you can seed. This time of year is a great time of year to seed tomatoes, to seed peppers is a great time of year to seed peppers. A great thing to seed in the house. But you can seed a lot of other garden plants in the house as well. So you can even start some little lettuces in the house if you want. And very, very, very quickly, it's going to be time to start stuff right outside. So, and there's certain seeds that you can just go right outside with. Like a lot of times you can just take lettuce seed and go right outside and start it outside. So, but you can also start flowers. You can start flowers indoors. So, and just to aside while they're finishing is why we're creating this video is, of course, like so many of you, I'm a stay-at-home dad or a homeschool dad right now, and this is part of our schooling. So, and it's part of my work as well. So we're just kind of combining it all together and learning as we go. So, okay, we're done. So, and we're going to continue to stress, I'm going to continue to stress through these videos of kids and how important this is right now. To grow a garden this year so that we know there's so many positive things. So as a positive activity with your kids, as a learning activity with your kids and yourself. So, and also, always in the past, in times of economic uncertainty, when there's a lot of crazy things, it's been a huge thing to plant gardens and to plant big gardens. I think are really, really, really important out there. This morning we learned about something called victory gardens. Do you guys want to say a couple things about what a victory garden is?
Yeah, victory gardens. Sometimes were in World War I, World War II, and victory gardens, and guess how important they were. Really important because guess what? It said that Theodore Roosevelt wanted a victory garden in his
What do you think, Sienna? Anything that you learned about victory gardens in the wars? So, no, you didn't learn anything. It's nice and cozy in here, isn't it? So, alright. Okay. Alright, so that's what we learned. The importance of seeds, the importance of that. You know, if everybody has a big garden and vegetables, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? Is it going to be a bad thing? If we have huge gardens and everybody has all this produce come August and September, well, maybe everybody's going to learn how to can and save food and learn how to be sustainable.
Well, it still helps.
Like, so next winter, what if we had all these vegetables stored up? Is that a good thing?
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
We want people to
absolutely.
have food.
All always it's important, and it's everybody has a job to do. In times when there's emergencies, and what if you don't know what your job to do, you know what you could do? You can plant a garden, because it's insurance for everybody else. Everybody is always going to have food. All right, let's go ahead and cover these guys up. Let's get a little bit of soil. Okay, grab a little bit in your hand, Sienna. And we're just going to sprinkle a little bit of soil right on top. Maybe a little more. Get big handfuls. Let's get some big handfuls, both of you. Okay, we're just going to dust the top of these. Okay, let's dust. Okay, let's dust the top. What we want, usually about however big your seed is, that's about how much soil you want on top. So we're just going to cover this whole thing full of soil. I might help you guys. Here, let me show you. Here, we're just gonna just cover these with a little bit of soil. So, yeah, and again, this little seeding mix that's nice and fine, we're just going to cover it up. Okay, cover it up, 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 okay.
And then we're going to flatten it.
Then we're gonna, let's not push it, let's just try to make everything even. Okay, so cover it up. Wow, cover it up, cover it up, cover it up.
I think it's mostly covered up.
Cover up, cover up. All right, mostly cover up. All right, that probably looks about right. Okay, now any idea what we're gonna do next?
We're gonna put that thing on top.
Not yet. Why don't we water one more time?
Just water a little bit.
Just water a little bit, okay. Let's, okay, I'll hold it here. Okay, really see that nice light water flow where we're not washing seeds out? This is when it's really important to not wash your seeds out. Okay.
Because they could get blown away.
Okay. Perfect. I think that's perfect. Okay, that's finished. Okay. Now, we talked a little bit about humidity, how important that is in starting seeds. So this is what's called a dome. Let me wash this out. It's all dirty. Okay, let's put that on top of it. This is what's called a dome, and this will create humidity right by the seed. So this little thing is like a mini greenhouse. So, and it's called a plastic dome that you just put on top. You don't have to use like a dome. You can use plastic if you want. When I was a kid, we would use little baggies, little clear plastic baggies that we put over the top of stuff just to create that humidity. So, look how important. Then we're gonna clean. Okay, and there we go. We just seeded a flat of early girl tomatoes. So, okay.
I just washed off the floor.
You just washed off the floor. Okay, all right. I have a couple more things to say. We're creating what's called victory gardens for kids. So we want everybody to do a garden, to grow a big garden this year. So we're going to continue to create these educational videos for kids to be involved in. Here, let's not mess with this or it's going to go exploding water everywhere. Hold on. Do we want an exploding water video? Maybe next time we'll do the exploding water video. But this time we're doing the seed starting, and then we want everybody engaged in the learning process. I think is really important right now. And we want everybody to grow a big garden. We talked about the importance of growing a big garden. And we're going to continue here to produce videos. But what we're encouraging you to do is we want you guys to produce videos as well. So we have a website that we're developing called Victory Garden 2020. And we want you to send videos, and in this I'll have a link where to send videos to, and we're going to post them. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to do a question and answer, and I think it would be great in a video format if you sent a video of all you kids listening, if you send a video question to us about plants, anything about plants. So if you have a question, and then we're going to try to answer it. Some things we might not know, and we're going to have to figure out. But we're going to try to answer those questions as we go. So
Right now I have a question.
what's your question?
Can plants get the flu?
Oh, now
Can
that
plants get sick?
that is a fantastic question right now. Can plants get sick? And the answer is yes. So plants, and maybe our next video we'll talk about plants getting sick. So I'll give you a preview of our next video that plants can get viruses.
Maybe we could go over there like a bunch of plants.
Yeah. But they can't get this type of virus that's going around. They can't get human viruses, so it's never a worry about that. But plants have their own viruses they can get.
So basically, like it's like a plant world of viruses.
Yeah.
And a human world.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Kind of
A
a
plant
different
world of
world.
viruses and a human world.
Kind
And
of a
then
different world.
plants get what are called fungus too, which is totally different from a virus. Fungus,
I know
like
what fungus
bacteria.
is. It's weird stuff.
So they get viruses, fungus, even sometimes some bacterial stuff going on. All these different things that plants can get, just
Well,
like humans.
But
All
they
these
can't
different
get
things.
human stuff, so that means they
No.
can't get the coronavirus.
No, definitely can't get the coronavirus, so it's a good thing. And we encourage you to be outside, to be active. Of course, all those general other safety tips, but I'm highly encouraging to be outside in your garden, active in your house, and I really want everybody else to participate in this learning exercise too. Okay, guys, let's smile at the camera and say bye today. Bye. All right. Have a great day. Bye-bye.